Hello, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Please ensure to like, share, and subscribe. And also click the bell notification in the top right-hand corner to be made aware anytime I upload tutorials or videos to YouTube. All right, let's craft together. Hey guys, today I am going to be showing you how to make a Christmas card that has all the hard work has been done for you inside Cricut Design Space. All you need to do is just go in, click on the project, customize it to your what your preferences are, and cut it out and go on about your business. Okay. All right, so I'm going to show it to you. So this image again is if you have the Cricut subscription, guys, put that subscription to use. Utilize those tools inside Cricut Design Space, okay? Because that's why they charge you for a subscription, is for access to all that stuff. So you may as well use it. So I'm going to show you how to find this particular project, but this is a Christmas greeting card, okay? And Cricut has already did all the work for me. All I got to do is cut out everything, print out my image, and use a little bit of glue and go about my business. Okay, so in this particular project, it's going to give you the instructions to print out your envelope, or not print, but to cut out your envelope. So this is my envelope. I'm being kind of careful with it because I just did it and I have glue on it to, glue these little parts right here. And so that's why I'm just being a little careful with it. So I'm going to show you how to make your envelope. Okay, so you can get your envelope out of this project. I'm also going to be showing you how to create this Merry Christmas greeting card. So when you open the card, the person will see a picture, and I'm just using a graphics picture that I purchased. So you'll be able to see an image of your family members, your pets, what have you, whatever photo you want to put on the inside. And then Cricut is going to cut out the word Merry for you, and that's how you're going to be able to see the picture through the Merry. My card is falling apart here. And then you need a Cricut pen or a pen so that Cricut can draw the word Christmas on there for you. And then you still have the insert where you can, write something in the middle for your family members, friends, or whoever you may be sending this card to. And then once you're done, you just take it. And I'm just being careful because, like I said, I just glued my envelope together. And you just place it in your envelope, just like that. And go ahead and put to and from and send it out the door. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do this. Now I'm going to be using that same image, but I actually moved them from the top to the bottom because this one had more people on it at the top. So I want to try to get as many people in the top part in the Merry area. So I already have this printed. This is a 6x4. So that's the size image that you're going to need, a 6x4. So you can go into Cricut Design Space, do the height and width of 6x4, have Cricut to send this to your printer or send your image to the printer. I would highly recommend that you use like a glossy photo paper for the image because that would look really, really nice. I'm just using regular cardstock just for demonstration purposes. But then you would take this, and this would be your 6x4 would be what you would use for your picture insert. Okay. Now for this particular project, you're going to need, I'm going to be using the white cardstock, 8.5 by 11. I'm going to be using a piece of red cardstock, 8.5 by 11. And I didn't have any pretty colors, so, this looked kind of orangish to me, but I'm going to be using this for my envelope just for demonstration purposes. And you're going to need your Cricut mat. Now, Cricut recommends the blue mat, but I'm using the green mat. And, of course, you're going to need some type of pen. I'm using the Cricut pens. This is the multi-pen set in black. And I'm going to be using the one that's kind of has like a little hint of glitter to it. And you're also going to need either a scoring wheel or a stylus, okay? Because it's going to have your little score marks for your envelopes and everything in here, okay? And other than that, just your cutting machine. Now, again, you're going to image. I already have mine. I already have my printed image, so I'm good to go on that. But this needs to be at least 6x4, no larger than a 6x4, 6 inches wide, 4 inches long. Okay. All right. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and take you over to Cricut. All right, guys, here we are inside Cricut. We have a blank canvas. We're going to go over to the left side. We're going to select projects. And we're going to go to all categories and select Christmas. Actually, we're going to change that to cards. And then we're going to type in the word Christmas and search. And the card we're going to be making is this card here that says Mary. And it's going to show you what the card will look like. You can click the arrows to go through. So this is your white cardstock. That's your image that you're going to print out on your printer. Cricut is going to draw the word Christmas on the front of the card with whatever color pen you put in your clamp A. And I'm not going to be doing this portion of the envelope, so I'm going to customize this project to remove that. I'm going to walk you through this part and also the envelope. Now with Cricut projects, it's going to show you what the finished size is. It's going to give you a description of what you're doing, the materials that you're going to need. Now we're not going to be using this pattern iron-on sampler by Rob and Bob with the Merry Christmas or Merry Wishes. We're not going to be using that. You're going to need the light grip mat. I'm using my green one. And you're going to need either the single scoring wheel or the double scoring wheel or a stylus. I'm going to be using the stylus. And then adhesive for paper. And they're using the Antiquity pen set. You use whichever pen set you so choose. It gives you the preparation to cut and how to assemble, which I'm going to walk you through. So if this is all, if you have all these things and this is exactly what you're going to be doing, then just go ahead and click on Make It. However, if not, like I said, we're not going to be using this pattern iron-on, so I'm going to click Customize. And it's going to go ahead and populate my canvas with the project. And I'm going to go right to what I'm not going to be doing, which is the iron-on piece. So I'm going to go ahead and deselect that. I'm going to click on that second piece and deselect it. And so now I have everything that I'm going to be doing in this project. All I need to do is click on Make It. It's just that simple. All right. So over to the left, you're going to see here that is showing you this is going to be our card, which we can use an 8.5 by 11 for this piece. And then we're also going to need at least one piece of 12 by 12 cardstock. I would suggest the lightweight because this is for your envelope. And then you're going to need the insert to put your photo picture. And you can have this to be whatever color you so choose. And then this little red insert, I'm not going to be doing that part either because I really don't need it. So let me take that out. That is just going in behind the Mary, but I'm going to be using a photograph. So I already, this right here, guys, I'll just go ahead and tell you, this right here is your photograph. That's your photograph right there, but I already have my photograph printed out. So if you don't want to put your picture or have the Mary behind there, this right here would take the picture of place of your picture. Okay, so all you would need to do is just go in and upload your photo. Add it to the canvas. And you would just make that photo the same size as that red card. Now, I did mine at 6x4 and it worked out fine. It's telling you here that that is a 5.986 by 3.993. So you would just set this to those size measurements and then you can deselect that Mary or that red card. And this would take the place of your red card with those measurements from the red card. Okay, so that's your picture. That red that was in here, that's your picture. So if you don't want that red to print out, you want your picture to print out, you can use the size. I did 6x4, it worked out perfectly. So I'm going to deselect that. And now we're going to click on Make It. So you're only going to, if you're following what I'm doing, you're only going to need 3 pieces of cardstock, 2 8.5 by 11, and 1 12 by 12. Okay. So the first thing it's going to tell you on the left here is you're going to need either a scoring wheel, single or double, or either a stylus. It's not going to say stylus, but I have a stylus and it works. And you're going to need whatever color pen that's for it to draw the word Christmas. And then it's going to do a basic cut. So you'll need your fine point blade. The second one, you're going to need at least a 12 by 12 because you can see here that this exceeds your 8.5 by 11. So you're going to need a 12 by 12 to cut the envelope, and then it's going to score the inside for easy folding. And then that last one is just going to be the cardstock that's going to hold your photo. So you're going to have the stylus or your scoring wheel to score your card in the middle so you can fold it easily. It's going to cut out the actual size of the card, and then it's going to put these little cuts in it. So that's what's going to hold your photograph. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to load my white paper. That's 8.5 by 11. I'm going to go ahead and load that onto my, I'm using the green mat here, which you'll see in just a minute, but Cricut recommends you can use the blue one. And whatever is highlighted in white over here, like this whole block is white, that's where you are. If I click here, that's what's going to cut next or print next. So depending on what you're trying to do, you know, you want to make sure that's selected. After you do this part and finish it, Cricut will automatically take you to the second and to the third, so on and so forth. So just put that out there when you see the white so that you don't click here and forget to click back on one and you think you're printing one, but you're cutting out 3, okay? And you're not going to be mirroring anything here. So at this point, Cricut is telling you what you're going to need. You're going to click on continue. I have my white cardstock, 8.5 by 11 on my green mat. And I'm going to go ahead and select medium cardstock. Now I'm going to edit my materials for the scoring wheel. So if you don't have a scoring wheel, but you have this Cricut stylus, then you're going to click on edit tools and you're going to choose the stylus. Okay. So we got the stylus and the fine point and apply. And at this point, you want to load the stylus in clamp A, and then you want to have your fine point blade in clamp B. And that's what I have. So I'm going to go ahead and bring myself up on screen so you can see me here. All right, so here we go. All right, so here we go. I'm going to go ahead. I already have my paper, my cardstock loaded. And I'm going to go ahead and click on the C for Cricut, the Cricut logo. And I'm going to hold my stylus down because otherwise it kind of pops up. And now we are going to take out our stylus and we're going to put in our pen. And it's going to tell you to do this on your screen. You just can't see it because you're looking at me now. So I'm going to put my pen now in clamp A. And this is where it's going to write or draw the word Christmas. So you're not going to click on the double arrows to unload the mat. You're just going to take out your stylus or your scoring wheel, take that out of clamp A, put your pen in clamp A, and then click on the Cricut logo so that it'll go ahead and draw the word Christmas on your card. Now it's going to go in and cut out the outline of our card. So it's going to do the Mary. It's cutting out the Mary first. That is taking my card out of here. Hope I didn't get any glue on it. There we go. So it's cutting out the word Mary right now, and then it's going to cut out the outline of the card. All right, we're going to go ahead and release. What I tell people all the time, as soon as you're finished with your pen, go ahead and close it back up because these things dry out fast. So we don't need the pen any longer. So I'm going to go ahead and put that up. And we have our card now cut out. So I'm going to go ahead and take everything off the mat so that I can get it ready for my next cut. I'm going to use my spatula here to help with pulling this up off the mat because my mat is very, very sticky. Look like the R got stuck a little bit right there. So I might have to cut that with my scissors so I don't mess it up. All right, here we have our card. And I'm just going to use my Cricut scissors to finish cutting the R there. Does it look like it got kind of stuck? So it's a little bit off, but it'll be fine. Cut that little piece so it's not sticking out. All right, so now I have my Mary. Okay, and then the Cricut did the little inside cut for us. So, which is to easily be able to fold your card in half. So let me get these letters off, and then I will get us started on the next part. Y'all see how sticky this mat is? All right, we're just going to go ahead and throw those letters away because we don't need them. And what we're going to do is I would recommend taking this and making sure that you do this on a flat surface. So I'm just going to try to push this back so you can still see. I'm just going to take this and fold it in half where the little stylus, so it makes it very easy for you. Okay, so now we have our Mary. So our card is almost done. So it cut out the word Mary. It wrote or drew the word Christmas on there for us. So you can use whatever color pen you so choose. Okay, so now we're going to go. Our Cricut now is showing that we're ready for the second part of the project. So again, we're going to need our stylus. So you're going to go ahead and put your stylus back in clamp A or your scoring wheel. And this time we're going to be cutting the envelope. So I'm going to need 12 by 12, or you're going to need 12 by 12 for the envelope. So we're going to go ahead and get that in. We're going to line this up. Now, the reason you see me holding down my stylus is because for some reason Cricut started spitting my stylus out of the machine when it gets ready to use it. So I just hold it down for the first go round, and then it'll just stay on its own. But if I don't hold it down, it'll shoot it up out the machine like it's a rocket or something. All right, we loaded our mat. We're going to click on the Cricut logo to start the project. Okay. So I just have to hold it down to keep it, and I only really have to hold it down when it goes down the first time. Other than that, it'll stay on its own. So the stylus part is over. Now it's cutting out the outline of the card or the envelope. And like I said, you want a thin cardstock for the envelope. Please do not use the thick weight like I did, because then it, you know, it's just the envelope, so it can be thin. All right. So now we have our envelope all cut out for us. Now I'm just going to fold it on here with you. I'm not going to glue it because it's going to take a minute for it to stick, but all I'm doing is just taking it off my mat. And I hope it's not too loud on your ears, guys. All right, so now you're just going to take this and you're going to find your score marks. And you're going to just fold it where the score marks are. And the score marks are just to make it easier for you to fold your card. That's what your scoring wheel or stylus will do for you. So my stylus works, it's just that it shoots out for some reason. All right. So that's just to make the card fold easier. So now I have my card, and all I would do is just place some adhesive on these sides. Let's see. Yeah. Place some adhesive on these sides and then fold that piece up so that it'll glue it down. And then you have your envelope, and you can, you know, go ahead and put names and stuff on there. So now we have our envelope. Now we're going to get the inside piece, which is going to be this red part to hold our photo. The red part to hold our photo. And you will need some adhesive, guys, to put on the back of this so that it doesn't slide out, just like you just saw it slide out here. You'll put some adhesive on the back, and then when you open it, you'll still be able to write something on the inside, okay? So now we're going to go ahead and put our red in, and now it's showing that we're on mat 3. It's the same mat we're using over and over, but now it's going to do the third part of the project. And for this one, we're going to need our scoring wheel. My scoring wheel is already in there, and our fine point blade. So this time, it's just going to cut out the red part and put the little holes where our picture is going to go. So we're going to go ahead and get that done. So we got my picture ready. Again, the picture is the red part of the project. So do not cut that out, guys. You only need your photo to replace that red. And then once you get the size of the photo or that red card, then you can delete that, because this is gonna take the place. All right, so now it's going to go in and do the cutting. And we're almost done, guys. It is getting ready to be Christmas time, so the best time to start playing with these projects is now. These cutting projects for Christmas greeting cards. So you'll already have an idea of what you want to do. You're not trying to figure out how to do it. You'll already know how to do it. All right. So you saw I didn't have to hold the styling or the stylus that time. It's just the initial time that it goes in, I have to hold it down. Otherwise, it'll just shoot out of the machine. I'm just taking the insert off of the mat. And if you roll your mat backwards, then that keeps your card straight, or keeps whatever image cardstock or whatever you have on your mat, it keeps that straight if you fold your mat backwards. Okay. So now we're going to take and we're going to insert our picture into the little, it's got 4 little slots. You're going to insert your picture so you can see the little tip of the picture sticking through. And this is just to hold your picture in place. So you can see through the card, you can see that all of your little corners are inside those little holes as it should be. So you should be able to see 4 little tips sticking out from your photo. Then you just fold that in half. Now you have your photo. And that would be a photo of your family, your pets, whatever you want the Christmas card image to be. And then you're just going to take that and stick it inside of your card there. And then you'll be able to see the picture through the Mary. And then you got your Christmas. And then, of course, you want to glue the outer edge of the envelope and then pull that up so that it'll be stuck together like that. And then I would also recommend putting some either just regular glue, or what do they call those other little things? It's like little glue adhesives, but they're like little forms that you can put on the corner so that this will stay stuck down to the inside of the card. And then you can actually put, write something in the middle if you so choose. And then you're done. All you got to do is put your envelope together, stick your card in. Now my envelope is not put together, but we're going to just put it down in here like that, like so. And we would have a complete card once you put your adhesive on there. Nothing else for you to do, okay? So that is one of the greeting cards. I'm going to try my best to do a couple of greeting card projects in Cricut and walk through the process with you so that you'll have at least 2 or 3 ideas to work with for Christmas time as paid projects, or just Christmas cards for your family and friends. All right guys, so that's it. Again, you can use either the blue mat or the green mat. Either one will work. As long as that blue mat does have some stickiness to it. You do need some stickiness to it, even though it's light grip. If it's not sticky, that cardstock is going to slide all over the place and not cut right. So you want to make sure if you're using the blue mat, the light grip, that it does have some stickiness to it. I use my green one because I don't want to open my blue one right now because the green one is sticky. So I'm not going to have 2 open. You can use whatever color pen you want to draw the word Christmas. Whatever color cardstock you want to use. I just used red and white. That's it. Again, you do need a lighter weight for the envelope. You don't have to use a thick cardstock like I'm using here, but that's all I had on hand. And then your image. I made my image 6x4, but you can use the red card measurements if you so choose. And I would highly recommend, if you're going to do a photograph of your family members or your pets or whatever, that you use photo paper, okay? Because it has that glossy look to it. It'll look much nicer, okay? So that's it, guys. That's our Christmas greeting card. Again, yours will be and look better than mine, but that's it, okay? If there's anything unclear about this project, please just drop a note in the comments and I will respond to you. I do respond to everyone, unless it's negative. I hate to say that, but But yeah, if you're currently following me via my Facebook group, Candoris's Cricut and Creative Crafters, thank you guys so much for supporting and following me on Facebook. If you're not, it is a private group and you want to join us, then just send me a Facebook group request to Candoris's Cricut and Creative Crafters. That's a mouthful. And then if you're currently subscribed to my YouTube channel, thank you guys for subscribing to my YouTube channel. And if not, and you like my method or my style of teaching, because I'm all about teaching how to do these crafts, then please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. Okay, so let's get ready for those greeting cards, guys. Don't be running to the store spending money on greeting cards when you got all the tools right here in your house to make your own greeting cards. And everyone loves a personalized gift. I can't say that enough. Okay, everyone loves a personalized gift. All right, guys, that's it. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. And you guys know my motto is each one reach one so that each one can teach one. So let's get it started with these greeting cards. Bye, guys.